Hello, one and all present here. I, as Rajesh of Mechanical, studying in Lenny Institute of Engineering and Technology. As a part of ELCS lab examinations, I'm doing an interview. Here we have a Mahati Kasturi as our guest. Ma'am, could you please introduce yourself?
Hello, Rajesh. First of all, thank you so much for selecting me as a celebrity to interview. I am honored and privileged. Thank you so much for that. My name is Mahati Kasturi, and I am from Visakhapatnam, currently working as an assistant professor of English at Lendi Institute. And I'm also a singer, classically trained singer who have been learning music since my childhood. And I love to, interact with children. I love to interact with different kinds of students. Hence, I'm passionate about teaching, and therefore I'm into this field.
Thank you, ma'am, for giving your personal time for me. And
thank you so much.
Directly going to the topic, ma'am. We know so many know that you're only good at teaching. Only few people know that you're good at singing. What is the main purpose of choosing the literature? I mean, teaching purpose, ma'am?
Okay. Whether it is music or literature, I'm passionate about teaching commonly. So whatever I learned till now, whether it is academics or whether it is music, I always want to reciprocate it by way of teaching it to young people. So I have so many students at home whom I teach music, and so same is the case with my college. I have so many young students who are very passionate about their career, who are aspiring technicians, BTech students. So I'm always happy to teach them, and I enjoy it.
Ma'am, as a lecturer, can you say what is education's role in a student's life? Means okay. What a professional should do for a professor should do for a student, and what they gain through education.
Okay, that's a good question. So education is not about always gaining certificates. Education is to create awareness about what is happening in and around the world. Education not only helps us to gain the bookish knowledge, but you will, in that process of gaining that knowledge, in the process of getting a certificate, you get to learn so many good things. You get to know about yourself. You get to know about various problems that are being faced by the society. You will get to know about different people when you attend a college or a school. You will get to know different, aspects or fields of life through different subjects that you choose. And education plays a vital role in everyone's life. Irrespective of their age, irrespective of the gender, irrespective of the society they belong to, the community they belong to, education always plays a vital role in everyone's life in making them know the value of life. When you know the value of life, only then you will start enjoying it. That is where education really helps a person.
Ma'am, can you say that is really education, I mean, the society education thing really making the students the real thing what they wanted to show? I mean, they're making the students to learn what you actually said is about learning out of the books. But is the education society teaching students out of the box?
Okay, very good. So your question is is a student getting right education from books? Is that your question?
As you said, ma'am, means education is not about books. We also gain outside knowledge.
Yes, yes.
How to solve problems.
See, whenever you attend a college or a school, you're not only reading something from the books, you get to interact with different kinds of people. You have so many friends who come from different backgrounds. Some might be very rich, some might be very poor, some might be very good at education, some might be very poor at education. No matter what, you get to see different kinds of people, so as your teachers. So in that process of the journey of gaining education, you get to learn so many things. Like, you have extracurricular activities in the colleges and students. You have an opportunity to act as a leader for a group. So like this, there are so many opportunities for you to realize what you are. So that is what I mean. You are not only going for a school to study what is there in the textbook. That can be done staying at home also.
Ma'am, as we can see, most of the colleges or students or anything, most of the students get chances for toppers, and lecturers give importance to studies rather than curricular activities. Most only they show that education certificate. I mean, what they get marks certificate is the important, so that they can get job. They were not showing the exact part what their talent is. That's what the education is missing. Society is missing. They're not teaching the main thing that students should have is self-confidence in himself, and what talent he has, he should know. But where else the education society is missing those parts.
I absolutely agree with you. See, the education system today is focusing more on studies than the extracurricular activities, is what you meant to say. See, this is not a small, problem to tackle with. It has to start right from the childhood of a student, from within the family. First of all, your parents should realize your talents. You yourself should see, realization is not only the thing. Once you realize, you should have the potential to work hard and achieve it. Sometimes we have the talent. See, what I personally believe is, you should have so many things to achieve something. You should have talent, you should work hard, you should have patience. See, sometimes you really work hard and you have talent, but then time doesn't permit. So you should really have patience. You should allot some time to everything that you want to achieve. And definitely you should have financial support and aid from the family. There are so many things which contribute to the success of anything that you want, that you pick up in life. So that has to be identified right from the childhood, by the parents, by the teachers, by the people around you, and also within yourself. For that, I believe that the schools and colleges should also start introducing certain extracurricular activities, singing or dancing, or different kinds of games, painting. There are so many n number of activities which can be introduced within the schools right from the student's childhood, so that it is an opportunity for the student to know where they might fit in. It is not only to achieve something to gain money, but it gives an immense pleasure, definitely. So when you can enjoy a thing, and you can simultaneously earn money from it, you are the luckiest person. So that
Yes, ma'am.
should come. There should be a slight change within the education system. If I or you think it is not possible, everybody should think in the same way. Then only it might be possible.
Yes, ma'am. Not only about the curricular activities, since we're in school life, most of the lecturers see the ones who are studying, and they only care about the ones who study most. They leave about the other students who's we are poor at studies. They only scold them, and they also not get most chances, like leadership qualities, etc. Most of the students after graduating from a school, I mean, leaving school, coming to colleges, going for some legit type, I mean, doing some source, etc. They have, most of them have a stage fears. Since childhood, I mean, school life onwards, if they gave chances to the, I mean, the ones who are weak at studies also, they get self-confidence, and they also lose the fear of stage fears. But most of the schools also were neglecting the part. Only the ones who study should get the most opportunities.
I understand.
Everyone should be treated right
Yes.
equally.
That is the fundamental duty of a teacher, to treat everybody in the class equally, to give equal opportunities to everybody, no matter who they are. If he or she is scoring low marks, he should be given more opportunities, in fact, because he is the one who is lacking self-esteem, and he has to be encouraged more than anybody else. So I believe, I don't think I am like that as a teacher. So I expect the same from every teacher. That is a fundamental duty of a teacher to, to not to show any impartiality between her students or his students. And also she has to be patient. That is another good quality of a teacher. Of course, students will make mistakes, and it is the right of a student to make mistakes. And when they make mistakes, it is our responsibility to sit with them, make them understand where they are, going wrong. And it's not just that saying that you're wrong. You also have to, as a teacher, say what is the solution for it, how he or she can change in the right way, how he or she can get himself into the right path. So it is, again, it is the duty of a teacher to get adapted to such kind of changes, to tackle the problems of the students, and to behave patiently with them until and unless they see a positive change within the child. They have to work hard. That is his or her responsibility.
We can see most of the students going or neglecting their studies or their career due to some outstanding, other activities. Uh, do you think, ma'am, is it necessary for a student to gain that knowledge also?
That's really a tricky question. See, education is always important no matter what. See, as I said earlier, education is not only to gain a job. In that process, you will get to know about so many ups and downs in life. You will understand what a failure is. You will understand what success is. You will understand how others might criticize you for what you do. You will understand how people around you will judge about, about different things that you do in every walk of your life. So it gives you a kind of exposure to fight in the future of your life. So it is just like a base, it is just forming a base to your life. So only when you attend a college or a school to study something, you will understand so many different things. So you should never neglect studies. At the same time, I'm not saying you to always be a topper. If you are a topper, that is really good, but minimum education is always a must. You gain minimum education, you gain minimum degree, then you do whatever you want. Give time to other activities, give time to your interests. You have to, that is the talent, you have to balance both the things simultaneously. Just because you're good at something else, you can't completely neglect studies. Studies should be a part of your life. It need not be everything in your life, but study should be a part of your life. You should give some part of importance to some extent, and then you can definitely pursue what you're good at or what you're interested in. So if you can balance both the things to certain extent, maybe till you attain a degree, then it is always a safe game to play.
Thank you,
So,
ma'am.
any questions? Any more questions?
No, ma'am. That's all. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Rajesh.